Y'all let this woman sit on the internet and tell y'all how you should present yourself as a woman to a man, to get a man, and keep a man.
Woo! Dr. Cheyenne Bryant indeed is a black love coach, typically holding black men accountable for their misgivings in relationships with women. We often hear her castigating people such as Nick Cannon or Cam Newton for having all of these kids out of wedlock. But recently she's come under some scandal for allegedly her own sexuality.
Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, y'all. What's up, y'all? This your boy MAZ. Now, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, we all know that she's a fraud. I mean, you let her talk long enough, she's going to let something slip out. And one of my main criticisms of Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, she's always telling people how to live and criticizing people for their bad behavior like she's never done it. But once again, if you let her talk long enough, you'll see she's not even living the shit that she's preaching. But anyway, this is a video by O'Shea Duke Jackson. And shout out to the brother O'Shea, man. Let's get on to it.
Damn. Cheyenne Bryant's whole persona or platform is about black men's, inability and their actions. And basically, one of her big things was she was looking for a husband. But now it's being revealed that she is a lesbian, right? And for all the adage, women are always talking about men on the internet bashing black women because they're down low or gay, go be with a man. But here y'all are.
Facts.
Doing something very similar.
Shout out to Leo Grand Prince Zero on TikTok. He said something that I've never heard before. And that is, whenever you're a
Facts, guys. Whenever you're a man and you hold women accountable or you criticize women in any kind of way, automatically that means you're gay. Let me say that shit again. Whenever you hold women accountable and you call out women's flaws and you call out their bad behavior, they automatically call you gay. Look at how they did Kevin Samuels. They still call him gay to this day, even though he was never, he was proven that he wasn't gay. Because if Kevin Samuels was gay, you would have gay people coming up to the forefront saying that they had a relationship with Kevin Samuels. That never happened.
man and you have a critical assessment of what women, in particular black women, do, they tell you to go ahead and be with a man. I mean, we've all heard this with, Kevin Samuels.
Facts.
If you hold black women accountable,
Yep.
then all of a sudden you don't like women, you're gay.
I
But
just
now,
said that.
at the same particular time, when it's Dr. Cheyenne Bryant going through this, they don't have that smoke because this is what they're saying.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is a lesbian? Allegedly, Dr. Bryant is a lesbian, and it was her girlfriend who got her on the podcast with Cam Newton, right? I just want to know, why does this matter? Man, woman, whoever she sleep with at night, why does that matter? The stuff she talk about is basic common sense.
Why does it matter? Because for one, lady, she's not living the shit that she's preaching. That's the main reason why it matters. And I find it funny y'all have this gender bias because y'all had none of that reasoning for Kevin Samuels. See, when a woman criticizes a man and she's gay, it's no problem. But when a man criticizes a woman and he's not gay, that makes him gay. And it is a problem. So if Kevin Samuels was gay, why was that even a problem then?
It's logic. It doesn't matter who she lay with at night. The stuff that she's saying, it ain't the first time we ever heard it.
Now, this lady is saying, listen, it doesn't really matter that Cheyenne Bryant is gay. What really matters is her messaging. And that's something that's important because, hey, listen, it's not really what you do that's important. It's what you say. I mean, imagine a woman accepting that from a man. You telling a woman you're going to take care of her bills, you're going to do X, Y, and Z, and you're not living up to what you are promising. So What does that make you as a man? It makes you a hypocrite. Okay. So this is some level of gender bias here. And that's why the brother says this.
Like, I've always had this undertone assumption that women who complain about men not paying bills, women who complain about men mistreating them, women who complain about men not worshiping them because they give birth, you really want to go bump coochies. So go bump coochies and leave us alone.
So this same brother comes back to answer the last lady's argument. You know, here you are criticizing men because they won't worship you, but really what?
Well, that's a fair point, because women do it to men all the time. Once again, guys, anytime you have some kind of critical assessment against women, that they automatically say that you're gay, and they do it all the time.
What you are saying is that you want to go be with women. He says bump, you know what, coochies, if you will, but that's what he's talking about. Now, these are the rumors associated with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, but again, we did see Dr. Cheyenne Bryant with Ty Young. Now, Ty Young is, no doubt about it, a lesbian. You would call her a stud. Now, if we put this picture of Ty Young, right, let's look at her in the wave cap.
Guys, and this is allegedly, guys, this is allegedly. This is the best that you can do, Ty Young. Ty Young was a mediocre WNBA player. I mean, you've become damaged goods so bad to the point you can't even get the proper woman. You can't get a high value man. You can't even get a high value woman. Ty Young, that is about as mediocre as they come. And no disrespect, but wow, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, she's pretty much hit rock bottom. She's pretty much damaged goods, because no high value man really wants Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I mean, these are just facts. No high value man wants Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Or no high value man will put up with her. They will probably sleep with her from time to time and then shoo her away. But giving her a damn commitment, no, they're not. It's not gonna happen.
There is the orange curtain behind her. There is a chain. Then look at Dr. Cheyenne Bryant inside the car. She has, I think that's like pink or purple fingernails. She's holding the same chain. If you put both of these ladies side by side, we will see that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is, in a way, pledging her loyalty to Ty Young, saying that, hey, I have her chain. She must be my.
Yes, when you do shit like that, you're claiming that woman. So allegedly, I truly believe that you're with her, that you're pretty much claiming this woman. I mean, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, man, and then on top of that, she masquerades herself as a heterosexual woman, though, giving you all these lies about she's been in a relationship, off and on relationship, or she's been spinning the block for 5 years with this one guy, lying like a motherfucker. She just lying. This is a guy that she's made up.
Girl, or I'm her girl. That's what it's saying. But at the same time, this isn't over, because this came out a few weeks ago. Tasha K came out and said this.
I heard that there were multiple men that passed her around. And as beautiful and as educated as she is, not one married her. But she claims she was engaged. Not one. It's called being gay by default.
Damn.
Woo!
So now we're hearing something that's interesting. So if Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is going this way, let's assume that she is gay. She's not gay because she's.
Guys, I want to note something real quick. Now, this is the woman that's always talking about low functioning behavior, but this is the same woman who owned a Breakfast Club. She admitted that she was engaged to a guy for, I think, like 8 or 9 years, and she said this, guys. She said this. She said she knew she wasn't going to marry this guy. This is not my words. She said this. She said she knew she wasn't going to marry this guy. And wouldn't that be considered low functioning behavior? You should run his string this dude along for 8-9 years, knowing you're never going to marry this dude. That, to me, that's low functioning. But you see, the thing of it is though, with these women, a lot of these women, they like to brag on how many engagements they had. But the one thing the one thing that they never will admit to you is these are guys that they was engaged to. These are guys that they never wanted. They was never engaged to the man that they wanted. Because in reality, the men that they actually want do not want them. At best, they can only have sex with these men occasionally when these men want to. And then after sex, these men just shoo them away. That's what Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is going through. You see, she's probably had a lot of past trauma with men. And over time, she's carried that shit with her. And now she's probably bitter with men. This is pretty much a bitterness towards men. That's why she's always trying to scold men and have these little assessments against men, because she's bitter inside. And a lot of times, guys, these psychologists, these therapists, their relationship status are in the tank anyway. Their dating life is in the tank. They don't really have, their dating life is crap. So it's best to go talk to a male therapist, because these women therapists, they don't have their shit together either. When it comes to relationships, they don't have their shit together either. They can't tell you anything.
Always loved women. No, she's gay by default. And what does Tasha K mean by gay by default?
Because if you're gonna be gay, be gay. Don't be gay by default because a man refused to marry you because you're damaged goods.
She says, if you want to be gay,
Facts.
but don't be gay because you are damaged goods.
Woo!
Nobody wants you. And the reason why nobody wants you is because you are damaged goods. So you went out here, 304'd yourself up, got thotted out. Okay, you did all kind of clapping. So now you really hate men. So you come and you reinvent yourself.
Right.
And as you reinvent yourself, you get yourself on Cam Newton's podcast because it's Ty Young. And then you go on there trying to tag Cam Newton. But really in these streets, you have a vendetta against men because men don't want you. And you probably don't even really want Ty Young, but she's the only one that will put up with you. And that's probably where we are with a lot of women. A lot of the women that have this same perspective towards men, in particular black men, it's easy to say, or it's safe to say that a lot of black men feel like these women are scorned. But wait, Tasha K says more.
And then you gonna pick up the oldest, most played out you can get. Ty?
I just said that, y'all.
You gonna get Ty, Dr. Cheyenne?
Now she's like, the best you can do is Ty Young.
Woo!
Now Ty Young wasn't even a very good WNBA player.
He wasn't.
Not really a high value lady.
She's not.
I don't know what her status is in the LGBTQ community, but not only can you not get the man that you want, you also can barely get the woman that you want either.
Got him.
And it's getting worse. It's like, you look good, you're pretty,
Right, she is.
but you can't even get anybody at a high level within either sex, right? And that's her point. But then again, there was another lady who said something that I thought was important.
Cheyenne Bryant makes so much sense now. So she did a podcast and admitted that she had a teen pregnancy that was terminated per the request of her father, because he don't play that mess, although the women in her family wanted her to keep it. Let me tell y'all something. The most judgmental women on earth are the ones that secretly have been where you are, but have been able to hide the evidence.
See, when Cheyenne Bryant said that, she let that slip out. Guys, I told you guys, whenever Cheyenne Bryant is on a podcast, she's always getting caught in a lie. And she talks long enough, shit just starts to slip out. You see, Cheyenne Bryant, she like to criticize women and men like she's never done any of these flaws before. And that's my main problem with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. She lies and she act like she's perfect. At the end of the day, guys, we're all human beings. Human beings are fuck ups. I fucked up many times in my life. Still fuck up from time to time. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Cheyenne Bryant makes it seem like she's never fucked up a day in her life. Lady, if you're so perfect, then why nobody won't marry you then? If you're so damn great, and this goes out to all people, women who think like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, then if y'all so that goddamn great, why nobody trying to give y'all their commitment then? If y'all so goddamn great, tell us that.
Now, this is important, right? Because this lady is talking about being hypocritical. And that's the larger conversation about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant faking her sexuality. But Tasha K backs up this lady's point.
That she's unmarried in her 40s. Not the fact that she doesn't have a child. But I heard personally, there's been a lot that's down there at them clinics that they got shut down at Parenthood. Absolutely. Allegedly. Everything's allegedly. Even my name's allegedly.
Now, why was that important? I'll tell you exactly why it was. Number one, this lady said that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant tends to be hypocritical of things as if she doesn't do them.
Right.
But Dr. Cheyenne Bryant slipped up one day and said that, hey, listen, when I was younger, I got pregnant and had to get rid of the baby. But at the same time, these are the behaviors, that she talks down to on women. And so.
Facts. I just said that. You see, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, she'll be sitting there talking down on women, talking down on women's bad behavior and men's bad behaviors, particularly on men. But then later on in the conversation, she'll let something slip and reveal her bad behavior that she's done or she's presently doing. Like she'll sit up there and say that it's bad to sleep around with all these women, but in the same conversation, she'll be like, yeah, I'm spinning the block with this guy for 5 years. Like, what? Now you just did all this talking about bashing me about sleeping with all these women, but you talking about you spinning the block, pretty much stringing some guy along for 5 years that you don't want to commit to. She does this, guys.
I mean, again, she's probably trying to do that. Somebody could argue for the lady's best interest. But Tasha K backs up this same exact thing by saying that, hey, rumors have it that you have so many abortions, in these clinics. Now, what is the problem here? I want to get back to the lady who says, why does it matter? Well, okay, first of all, if a person is trying to talk about something and they're not living up to it, for an example, in this case, one of the people said her sexuality, why does it matter? Well, number one,
because she's not living up to
why
it.
It matters. Cheyenne Bryant identifies as a person who's heterosexual.
Right.
She will not openly claim that she is homosexual. If Dr. Cheyenne Bryant will come out and tell the world that she's gay, then okay, it's hard for people to call her a hypocrite, but she's not doing that. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant allegedly is in a gay relationship, but at the same time telling the rest of the world that she's not gay. Right. And then according to Tasha K, you're gay by default, not by choice, because you've went this way, because you've had so many bad problems with men. Yet at the same time, this person claims to be a relationship expert who could be, at all accounts, acting in bad faith towards her clients. People are not dealing with this part, but.
And guys, allegedly, if she's with Ty Young is pretty much the bottom of the barrel. I mean, you've pretty much hit rock bottom if you're with Ty Young. And women like this, when they get with these studs like this, they don't even really want those studs, man. They just using them because they can't get anybody else that they actually want. If she's actually with Ty Young, allegedly, she don't really want Ty Young like that. Those relationships never end good, and they never last. These women who be with these studs, they're using these studs because these studs are like the equivalent to beta males. Women use them, and then they go cheat on them with guys that they actually really want. This happens all the time, and it's always like that.
That's what the lady who's talking about she's hypocritical. The situation is bigger than Dr. Cheyenne Bryant lying about her sexuality. The situation is dealing with really Dr. Cheyenne Bryant not telling the truth about anything.
Right.
Okay. That's what the problem is. And so can you trust anything that she's
Nope.
talking about? Because why? The link is this. If she will lie about her sexuality,
She'll lie about
she
anything.
will lie about anything. She will lie to clients. She will lie on podcasts. And so the information that she's putting out there cannot be trusted. She's already allegedly lied about her academic credentials, right? So then she's willing to lie about her sexuality. She's willing to put down people, the same exact people that she's also had those same experiences, and these things slip out. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, according to these people, would be considered a fraud, and you just can't trust her. But this is not the only type of person who does this. I mean, in the relationship industry, I mean, in the podcast industry, you have a whole bunch of people who do stuff like this. And are they fraudulent? Absolutely. People will get online and say anything for a quick buck, because you know what? As long as you get on somebody's podcast, as long as you get on here and say something, hey, you can get viral and you can make a whole lot of money. And it's harder to make a lot of money by just being fair, being honest, and building up your business, the right way. It's so much quicker to say one thing and do something else.
Facts.
Because it brings you wealth rather quick. However, the problem is this: how you get it is how you lose it. And people on the internet forget about that. Like, you can go viral today and make a lot of money, and then you think that nobody will hold you accountable to that. And yes, people can hold you accountable to things that they feel that you're not being honest about or that you're lying about. It happens all the time. That's why you have a saying called "here today and gone tomorrow."
Woo! All right, guys. Yeah, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, man. Like I said, guys, if you let her talk long enough, you will find her, you will catch her in all types of lies. And this woman, she just can't be trusted. She's pretty much a fraud. I call her Dr. Lie-Yenne Bryant. Dr. Lie-Yenne Bryant. And the fact that she's ended up with I mean, look at this, guys. She's got on the same necklace. So that means you're claiming this woman. But she'll come out on a podcast and lie about it and deny it. Guys, especially women, stop listening to women like this. The women like this are not your friend. She's just pretty much telling you shit that you want to hear. If she goes in there and criticizes Cam Newton and what's the other dude name? Nick Cannon. She's pretty much doing that just to entertain women and get her name up. She don't really believe that bullshit she's saying, because she's doing it her damn self. She ain't no better than them. But anyway, y'all, man, this your boy MAZ, man, Mazo Capone. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, man. Like and subscribe. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.